Game 2 was a learning experience. But Game 3, it's Dallas week. Let's get it. I'm ready to bounce back.
Can you feel that? That thing is beating your doggone chest up.
Welcome to Smoking with the Birds. I am the Gifted, pushing out Eagles content. So if y'all new to the channel, hit that like and that subscribe button. And the first 100 subscribers will be entered in the raffle for a Brian Dawkins jersey. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Before I jump right off into it, let me give a shout out to the San Francisco 49ers. They showed up, showed out, balled out. I definitely learned a lot more about the 49ers this game than I did the previous game for sure. They definitely showed up and showed out. So I want to give a shout out to them. They deserve it. They had me under the weather. It took me a minute to even have the energy to build up because, to be honest, that loss is still lingering around. And I think it's still lingering around for the players too, because I think today is the day they actually go over the tape together as a team. So it's only right for all of us, the team, the players, the fans, to all move forward together on the same day. So I'm not too late. That's just how I feel, because I feel like this loss is something that woke a lot of people up. It woke me up for sure, because I was a person that was so high up on Nick Sirianni. Don't get me wrong, I'm still high up on him, but I had to remember that with this team and young players and a young coach comes headaches, comes growing pains. That's all it is. You know, Nick Sirianni, he's a smart guy. And, you know, that if anything, we're going to jump right into Nick Sirianni, because last game he was damn near perfect. Damn near perfect. Everything was schemed up perfectly. And to be honest, I have to start with him. He's the head coach. And as a matter of fact, he even put it on himself after the game. Hey, he got to do a better job at putting these guys in position. And so I have to start with Nick Sirianni and say that his play calling in the beginning was kind of suspect. You know, the first half, I'm gonna definitely say the first half definitely showed a rookie head coach versus a experienced head coach in Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers coach. But the first half of the play calling was definitely some scary, you know, because we was on the 1 yard line and couldn't even punch it in. That was a 91-yard pass and couldn't even punch it in. Every time I think about that, I'd be like, how, you know? But then I look at the coach and I'd be like, oh, that's how. Rookie head coach. He tried to outsmart the other team, thought that they was going to be playing man. They was disciplined enough to stay in zone and read it like a book, considering that Jalen Hurts was the only player able to catch the ball. Greg Ward didn't even try to throw it to him. You know, he threw it to the back of the end zone. I would have rather him just take off and start running. But I digress. The second half, Nick Sirianni, second half, I just felt it the whole game. Like, pretty much after we did not convert on that fourth and goal, it was just something about it. I was like, wow, is this going to be the whole game? Is this going to be the whole game? But, like I said, this game definitely showed the rookie head coach versus a veteran head coach. This is something that was definitely out there, you know, because we seen this guy complicate the play calling plenty of times. Matter of fact, the coaching was so different that last game, you know, Jalen Hurts was ranked damn near the bottom as far as air yardage per attempt when he passed the ball. This game, he's the number one. You know what I mean? So the scheme this time is for the 49ers was completely different than what they had in store You know what I mean? Then the defense pretty much held up. You know what I mean? The first half. Actually, I'm not even really upset about the defense. The defense really balled out since the first snap of the ball. The first half, they didn't even allow a first down. I remember watching the game and just sitting there thinking like, damn, man, we need to take advantage of these of these opportunities. These opportunities, even though our defense was playing hard, I wasn't going to be satisfied until we scored points, period. And I knew eventually the 49ers was going to put up some points. I knew they was going to score at least a touchdown. Now, when they scored that touchdown right before the half, that was kind of deflating for sure. But for the most part, in the past two games, first game they allowed 6 points. And then the 49ers, 17-11. You know what I'm saying? So they've been doing pretty damn good on defense. I can't be mad at them at all. Out of two games with the amount of points that they allow, I definitely expect to win those games. That's all I can say. And the defense pretty much bent but didn't break the whole game. They was on the field for a long time though. The 49ers, they was working. We helped them out a whole bunch, which is how those plays got extended. But yeah, our defense held up. I gotta give the 49ers credit, their offensive line. I did not think that they was gonna be that good. And then it did not help that my favorite player, Brandon Graham, got hurt, man. Season-ending injury. That was also depressing. That right there, to add on top of the loss, I was still kind of, trying to decompress, man. Trying to understand how I felt about that loss. With a loss like that, you kind of humble yourself, and then you go back like you a coach and you reassess your feelings. Okay, what's valid and what I need to be humble more about. You know what I mean? Because the San Francisco 49ers definitely humbled me, because for the most part we outplayed them. But they showed me what a great team does, and it showed the experience, and I can't wait till these players the Eagles players be able to play together a little bit longer, gel a little bit more, and correct their mistakes. And yeah, so I was definitely pleased with the defense. It wasn't much that I could really complain about. And same goes for the offensive line. The offensive line was beautiful, in my opinion. That at least the first half was definitely a dominant performance. Like I said, the first half, I felt like we definitely outplayed them and did not get no points out of it. We went straight down the field. Quez Watkins got downfield, didn't get no touchdown. Then you got the pass to Jalen Reagor. He steps out of bounds. And then you got the penalties that pushed us back in the red zone. It's like when we get to the red zone, we have to make do with the opportunities. Key word after the game, finish. Finish. Yes. The O-line pretty much held up. The second half, Bosa was definitely putting more pressure, but he wasn't really doing that much to me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was the whole game. The mental aspect of it was probably at that point getting to the players. You know what I mean? But I feel like our offensive line definitely held up. Another key injury that I cannot forget, Brandon Brooks. Now supposedly it's not season ending, but the fact that he's hurt, like, man, I never try to count my chickens before they hatch. But god damn, that was definitely a blow. But the fact that it's not a season-ending injury and he can come back, but that allows rookie to step up, and we're gonna see how he do for sure. And then that leads me to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, in my opinion, did not do anything that would make me be like, okay, we need to we need to find another quarterback. You know, in my opinion, I put most of this game on the coach. Like, I was watching the game, and as a fan, I wasn't comfortable with how I seen him calling the plays, how I seen him, execute it. It just didn't seem like these players was getting put in a position to win. I felt that the whole time. I'm like, man, why it seem like things are more complicated this game? Like, since the beginning of the game, it seemed like things seemed a lot more complicated. The things that we was going to do, how we schemed up the Falcons was definitely less complex than what we did for the 49ers. And I think he needs to get back to simplifying and stop trying to outsmart the other person and do what he needs to do best. I mean, still try to outsmart him, but, put your players in a better position, man. Simple as that, because Jalen Hurts wasn't in no position. He was in the worst position he could possibly be in on the 2-point convert on the 4th and goal, trying to catch the ball as the only option to even catch the ball. So with that being said, shout out to the 49ers. Y'all won. Y'all earned my respect. I can say that. I definitely learned a lot more about the 49ers. They will be contenders. Their division is solid. And it was a true test. It was definitely a true test for the Eagles, for sure. But one thing for sure, I ain't lose no faith in my team. It's on to the next. And with that being said, we on to the Cowboys. It's Cowboys week. And I expect us to learn from this mistake and jump right into it. You know what I mean? This is something that's going to be a learning experience. These are young players. Jalen Reagor only 22. Jalen Hurts still young. Everybody's still young. Coach is even young. We got to see what this team made about. It's only the second game. I feel like throughout 4 games, we probably have a good idea of at least the mentality of the team. And we'll just go from there, But like I said, it's Cowboys week. I will be putting out another video. I just had to get this video out because, the opportunity, you know what I mean? The opportunity to clear the air and to actually get a 49ers their props, because I was talking a lot of ish. So, I'm going to give them their props. So with that being said, man, hit that like and that subscribe button. And the first 100 subscribers will be entered in the raffle for a Brian Dawkins jersey. And it's Cowboys week. Turn up, man. Peace and love.